Andrew McGahan for Severe MMA here at the 3 Arena. Darren O'Gorman, a very impressive victory in the third round, a stoppage. But it seemed like the first two, we thought we were going to see a stoppage as well. That triangle, I've been in that position before. We know exactly what it's like. How excruciating was that? What's going through your head? Why wasn't it finished?
I have to look back and find it out myself. You know, it's one thing that it kind of frustrated me. It had me a bit baffled. I got it. At the start, the triangle wasn't locked up, so understandable. But once I got my leg up to behind my knee, I underhooked his leg. I thought, fight's over here. I've got 40 seconds to play with it. He managed to sit back on his legs, so it gave him a bit of posture. And I think he maybe had just a bit of windpipe here, or a bit of wind space here, just allowed him to breathe. Then he got a bit of breath, built up the energy, got a lot of ground and pound on me. Me being the hard hitter that I am, I took the ground and pound, thinking I'd get the win. Bell went, survived the round, into round two then. Picking my shots off him, it was kind of back and forward. He landed a couple of shots. I think I landed a wider variety of shots inside there. I was 2 rounds up then, going into the third round. I just knew if I stayed calm, survived the fight, I'd get him. Felt him overreaching a bit, ducked down, took the shot, got side control, mount, and he gave off the back to give up the choke. Kind of knew from the past he not the greatest at surviving the chokes, so just once I had it, I had the confidence that once my wrist went across the neck that I'd get the finish.
On that, maybe a technicality, maybe we'll have to see the scorecards, but Graham, who runs Severe MMA, knows the rules inside out, and he actually said that the first round could be given to Gary because of ineffective grappling. I think because they base it off grappling to a submission as opposed to grappling for control. I'm not too sure on that, but it seemed then in the second round we were going to have the same tale. The head and arm choke. Head and arm chokes and triangles are the two chokes that really you can't explain why they're not going on if they're not going on.
Yeah, it's hard to see because there's not much space there to be looked at. So you know, it all depends. Like a fella has 2 lines here, I guess. If he can keep one of them open, he's going to have some breathing space. He's going to get the wind in and out. So again, it's hard. And with the head and arm, I can't see if he's got it. All I can do is feel where I'm going with it. So it was hard to know. I knew he had the defense right. Sometimes I finish it, I get my arm across tight enough to finish it. I was happy to kind of stay there with it and wait it out. There wasn't a lot of time left in the round. You know, when I heard 10 seconds, I knew maybe I'm not going to tap him here, so I switched it over to mount and just try to finish with a strong ground and pound.
Big improvements noted in your striking as well. A couple of lovely kicks to the midsection and hitting them with, not so much throwing them for the sake of throwing a kick, but you were timing them off his strikes so that they were catching his ribs really clean.
Yeah, again, like I used to be very settled in my shots. I used to overreach a lot. I wasn't very grounded, so when I threw my shots, my balance wasn't there. Even if the shot landed, I was kind of falling off a bit. And for me, again, I'm a bit of a bite down and go fighter, so it's hard for me to sit back on them when I just want to go in and brawl basically. So I've taken a lot of time. I've taken 2 Thai fights. I've been out to Thailand. I'm just trying to just sit back and just pick my shots, fight a smarter fight basically. I think it's coming together nicely, piece by piece. You know, this isn't something that can happen overnight, so I'm just going to keep working on that. I think when I sit back on my shots, I'm definitely a lot better fighter. It's just that when I catch a shot again, old mentality comes back and I start going forward again. So in time, you'll see a better fighter evolving fight by fight as we go along, I think.
Excellent, and I think you can even say that purely from your pro career point of view. Impressive. I believe you're 4-1 now as a pro. When are we going to see you in there again?
Well, I've got 45 days competition ban at the moment, so that's probably going to take us to the start of November.
On that, absolutely fantastic news. For those that don't know, all the new safety regulations that have come in here in Ireland now, medical suspensions are being handed out from the Commission towards the fighters, which is absolutely outstanding.
We have to sign off on the night here, so I've got a 30-day rest, no contact in the gym, and then another 15-day no competition fight. So that's probably the start of November there, and then just give myself a camp. I'll look for somewhere in December. There's a lot of shows on between now and New Year, so we'll get something in.
Excellent. Darren, thank you very much. Good to see you again.
Thanks again, bye.